Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Ibrahim Traoré's era. Today we step beyond the news headlines, beyond politics, beyond modern warfare. We take you into a world few understand, but many fear, the world of ancient power, of ancestral spirits, of unbreakable vows. Because in Burkina Faso, something powerful has happened, something that has sent shockwaves through the land, not just among the people, but deep into the world of the unseen. The chief spiritual priest of Burkina Faso, Kononba Traoré, together with his spiritual men, has made a vow. Not a simple promise, not mere words, a sacred vow, sealed with sacrifices to the gods, to protect Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the son of the land, the hope of the people, and the leader fighting for Africa's freedom. And his warning? Clear and direct. Those who wish to join their ancestors sooner should dare attempt to touch Ibrahim Traoré. Today we will tell you the full story. The sacrifices, the vows, the reasons why. With the kind of spiritual forces now surrounding Traoré, it is almost impossible to eliminate him. This is a story of power you cannot see but should never underestimate. Let us begin. Kononba Traoré is not a politician, not a general, not a businessman. He is something older, something deeper, something more feared. He is the chief spiritual priest of the region, the man who speaks with the ancestors, the man whose words command not armies, but spirits. Born in the sacred hills near the city of Bobo-Dioulasso, Kononba Traoré was chosen from childhood. It is said that at the age of 7, he predicted the death of a chief, something only the gods were believed to know. His training began immediately. He was taught the languages of the spirits, the rituals of protection, the dances of war, the sacrifices of strength. For over 50 years he has guarded his people not with guns, but with forces older than time. Now in 2025 he has made a declaration unlike any before. I will protect Ibrahim Traoré with the ancestors' shield. No enemy, visible or invisible, will pass. And when Kononba speaks, the land listens. 2 weeks ago, deep in the sacred forest outside Bondokui, a ritual was performed. The sun had not yet risen. The air was thick, and silence ruled. Then they came. Kononba Traoré and 300 spiritual warriors, chosen men from across the regions, men who had fasted for 7 days, men who had spoken no word since leaving their homes, men ready to call upon powers few dare to mention. They carried rukul for purity, black chickens for protection, sacred herbs for cleansing, ancestral drums for summoning. They moved in silence, their bare feet disturbing no leaf, their chants soft but potent. At the center of the clearing, a great fire was lit, and the sacrifices began. Blood spilled, not as violence but as currency for power. Every cut was a word, every drop a sentence, every sacrifice a paragraph in the prayer to the gods. Kononba Traoré stood in the center, his eyes closed, his hands raised. For 7 hours the rituals continued. The smoke rose, the chants echoed, the spirits answered. When it ended, the chief priest turned to his warriors and said, "The shield is sealed. He who dares attack Ibrahim Traoré dares attack the gods themselves." The vow was made, the land knew, and the enemies felt it. Kononba Traoré's message was not hidden. It was a public declaration. Let them hear me. From Ouagadougou to Paris, from the hills of Ghana to the deserts of Libya. Let them hear. If you seek Traoré's blood, prepare your soul. You will meet the ancestors sooner than planned. This was not a threat of guns. It was a promise of spiritual justice. The enemies of Traoré, both within Burkina Faso and outside, now face more than political resistance. They face ancestral consequences. Because in Burkina Faso and much of Africa, people know the spiritual realm governs the physical. Those who mock it, fall. Those who respect it, survive. And Traoré now stands inside a spiritual shield forged by the most powerful priest in the land. To many in the modern world, such stories sound like superstition, folklore, myth. But in Africa, especially in the villages, this is life. Here people know that battles are first fought in the spirit before appearing in the flesh. When sickness comes, people ask, who sent it? When success arrives, they ask, which ancestor opened the door? Power is not just in wealth or weapons. Power is in spiritual backing. And this is what many outsiders do not understand about Traoré's strength. His protection is not just from his soldiers. It is from his lineage, his tribe, and now from the vow of Kononba Traoré and his spiritual army. This means, every coup plot must first overcome the ancestors' watch. Every assassin must pass through invisible guards. Every foreign interference must battle not just men but spirits. And so far none have succeeded. When the people of Burkina Faso heard of Kononba Traoré's vow, something changed. Hope became belief. Belief became certainty. Women in the villages ululated in celebration. Elders nodded quietly, understanding the gravity of the moment. Children were told, your leader is now guarded by the gods. fear nothing. In marketplaces, people began to say, let them try, let them come. The ancestors are waiting. The power of belief is real, and it is now on Traoré's side. The people feel invincible, and a leader guarded by such unity is stronger than any army. Why did Kononba Traoré choose to protect Ibrahim Traoré? Why make such a vow now? Because, as the chief priest said, he is a son who honors the land, a leader who listens to the elders, a warrior who fights not for himself but for the people. Traoré lives simply, eats with his soldiers, walks in the markets without fear, builds roads and hospitals before palaces and mansions. In the eyes of the spirits, such humility opens doors. In the eyes of the ancestors, such sacrifice demands protection. Traoré is seen not just as a president, he is seen as a vessel of hope, of honor, of ancestral rebirth, and vessels are protected. With the spiritual vow now in place, Burkina Faso stands at a new dawn. Enemies will continue their plots, but now, they face an unseen wall. The 300 spiritual warriors are still active. Every month, rituals are renewed, sacrifices are made, the shield is maintained. And Kononba Traoré remains watchful. He said, as long as I breathe, and even after I am called, my spirit will guard him. This is not just a protection for a man, it is protection for a nation, for a dream, for the future of Africa itself. Because Ibrahim Traoré is more than a leader, he is now the chosen son, the protected one, the untouchable. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this, in a world where guns fail and politics collapse, there is one power that never fades, the power of the ancestors. And today, that power stands behind Ibrahim Traoré. To his enemies, beware. To his people, believe. Because as long as the spirits watch, he cannot fall. This is Ibrahim Traoré's era. And in this era, not even death dares to knock. Share this story if you respect your roots. Subscribe if you believe in Africa's rise. Until next time, honor your ancestors, guard your leaders, and stand tall.